way before I came out. But it was always kind of part of the zeitgeist, I felt. I sort of knew it more from references from everything from like t-shirts to episodes of Family Guy to music videos to just sort of popular culture. I was more aware of Tron as, you know, as a part of those things, not really knowing what it was on its own, but knowing it in the context of popular culture. Then when I heard they were doing a film that was going to be some sort of reinterpretation or a sequel, or it was all very mysterious. I watched it carefully, went to meet with them a year ago, and that was it. And it was like, once I saw what they were planning on doing with it, I saw the test footage in that meeting that they showed at Comic-Con last year, and today we showed it in 3D, and it blew my mind. At that point, I was like, this is a revolution in filmmaking, and I have to be a part of it. Jeff, I mean, you know, I had to like stuff my fist in my mouth to not ask Lebowski questions. Lebowski is just one of the million movies that he's made that have been so brilliant. But it was great to do, you know, often you're doing a sequel or a remake of a film, you don't often have the star of the original also being the star of the second one. So it was kind of amazing that 30 years later, there we were acting next to him, and he's playing two parts in the film, young and old. We're using this technology that, you know, has been perfected to a point, you know, way beyond Benjamin Button. We got the same team that won the Oscar for that have created an unbelievable creature. And it was great to be able to be with Jeff, and he could put it into context for us, like, okay, we're doing this now. In the first movie, this is what this actually meant, and fans of the original will get that this reference is actually about this. And so it was kind of an amazing resource to have him there. So I found blue screen acting to be a lot like theater. I mean, you just really have to use your imagination. You know, when you're on a stage that you just have a black platform and a room covered in blue, you really almost feel like you're back in a black box theater, or, you know, just working on your imagination and working on bringing up images that will get you to where you need to be. And what's great is that for every actor it could be a different image. I mean, really, you can use whatever gets you there, to the point of, you know, how terrified you have to be or how elated you have to be. You can go anywhere. You can blow your own mind. Now, we were lucky that a majority of the scenes were filmed on practical sets, so we had these like unbelievable Kubrick-style sets that actually we made the director for his birthday. We made him a t-shirt that said Kubrick Schmubrick, because it was like, what? This is unbelievable. People would walk on and you'd hear them gasp. The Flynn's lair is kind of shown as this crazy white cave. Just beautiful stuff. So although it was difficult to work with green screen, I found it to be kind of a great acting exercise. And actually, it could have been way worse, but they did build a lot of beautiful practical sets. So we got lucky on that front. They built enough so that you knew just how out there it really was. And we had amazing toys, like, you know, the light cycles. There's nothing cooler than a light cycle. And Dune, like a dune buggy type light runner. We had the coolest stunt team ever. They are professional loop kickers, and they basically made us look like such incredible badasses. And you cannot tell when it's me and when it's her, and it's seamless. But they did want us to do as much as we could on our own. Like, I think for any movie, they'd obviously like to have your mug on screen when you're flipping around, and I pushed myself harder than ever, and I'm really glad I did, because I've taken on this new skill. When you're playing a warrior, it helps to know how to fight, so it was good. I was just blown away by what they were able to achieve with so much less than we had. I mean, our suits are pretty intense, and people will see that next year at Comic-Con when we come back with more, but they were running around in like white spandex on a black velvet set, and like they couldn't sweat, and they caused a brownout in Burbank, and like it was madness for Tron 1.